not feel today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the and let's go to the
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? And let's go to the and let's go to the
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? And let's go to the let's go to the it's a wrap. Game over.
Nah, this game is not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break on powered by Jones Media and Entertainment. We're broadcasting live on Roku, courtesy of BS3 TV. All you got to do if you got a BS3, a Roku streaming device is download BS3 TV. You're going to find some great programming. In fact, I'll be on a movie review show Monday evening. I'll tell you more about that in just a little bit, but I got to get my mans in. If we was playing pickup basketball, they'd be saying, whose mans is this? Whose mans is this? Get your mans. D up. It's all the way from Columbus, Ohio, broadcast journalist, Mr. The Ohio State Buckeye himself. He covers the Big Ten, them Buckeyes, Cleveland, basketball and football, and just a whole lot of other stuff. It's none other than Mr. Willy Gibson. What's up, bro?
What's up, sir? How you feel?
Man, I'm a little saucy today. I'm a little saucy today. Not to be confused with Sauce Gardner.
Nah, bro. What's going down?
Man, a lot happened last night, bro. A lot went down last night. First of all, congratulations to all those young men that heard their names called. It's good to see 32 young men become millionaires.
Oh,
it's good.
Without question.
Yeah. Yep. Especially those that put in that hard work, man. Some of these cats have been doing this since third grade. And for it to pay off like that for them and their families last night, man, I got nothing but love for each and every one of them. I mean that sincerely.
Oh, without question. I mean, generational wealth. In a matter of minutes. So,
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's called get signed, stay in camp, and then put that money up. I ain't telling people how to handle their money. Let me stop that because, man, I feel like Baker Mayfield trying to tell people how to handle their money, and I don't want to do that. Did you see what I did there? I did there?
Hey, quick story though, real talk on that point. Had a talk with the former agent now of Alvin Kamara, and conversation similar to that. You know, when you sign, this is what you do. You know, and so they'd be like, Alvin, well, what'd you do with your signing bonus? You know, did you get iced out? Did you go buy a house? Did you go buy a whip? I'm paraphrasing. I put that up and went and brought me some wings. Brought some wings.
Oh God. Hey man, you know what? I love dudes like that. Love dudes like that, man. I do. Is it true that Shaquille O'Neal didn't cash his checks from the NBA?
Yep.
Put that stuff up.
Yep.
Now, what did he live off of? The endorsements or the interest that he made off of the money he had put up?
He lived on Reebok money.
That's what
Reebok, Pepsi, endorsements. Yep.
And Shaq says his kids don't get none of that.
None. 2 degrees.
Shaq say they broke. He is not, and they got to earn theirs.
Minimum 2 degrees.
Yeah. I love it, man. And people who used to say craziness about Shaq, whatever you call him, you got to call him champ and you got to call him doctor. Whatever you call him,
That's
just
it.
make sure to call him champ or doctor, or else you a lie, and the truth ain't in you.
Without question.
Hey man, take a pause, deep breath, because we got to welcome. Are you down with the king? King Doc is in the house from Queen 3 and King on the BS3 network. I'll be rocking with him Monday night around 8:30 on this movie review show, man. And I am psyched about it because it's a good movie. I've seen it a couple times. You know me, I'm taking my notes and I'm checking out the X's and the O's and the execution and how they set up the offensive plays and the defenses. It was Respect with Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in the film room running it back like I'm watching game film, bro.
There it is. Got to get ready. Get ready. Stay ready so you have to get ready.
Oh, you don't have to get ready. There it is, man. It's so good to have you back, Brian. Had you in a while, Mr. Part of the Folks Talking Sports conglomerate.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back, man. Hey, always good to be with good people.
Man, well, brother, it's good to have you. So let's get into it real quick. In fact, it's Freestyle Friday. What you want to do? You want to talk NBA? You want to talk NFL? You want to talk, Colin Kaepernick? What you want to do?
Oh, let's go. Draft is topical last night, and tonight and tomorrow. So let's go in the NFL draft.
Okay, so I'll be honest. I was fine at pick number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It was either him or Aiden. I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine at pick number 2.
Okay.
Pick number 3. Threw me off. No shade at Derek Stingley Jr.
Yeah.
No shade at Derek Stingley Jr.
Mm-hmm.
My question, though, is, was that the place to get your defensive back when you had 13 or some other pick in the first round? Because I knew they were trying to shop 13.
And I think that played a factor in it. Is I heard that as well, that Caserio was, I don't want to say adamant, but actively shopping 13. And so, and then if you look, the run, it was a little mini run on DBs after that.
Stanley, right.
And so maybe, he figured, hey, if I may not be able to get them at 13 or even below. So now the question is, I don't have a problem with the DB. The question is, did he pick the right one? Because Sauce went right after that.
Right after him. And again, we're talking about Nick Caserio and the Houston Texans. And I've said it all the time, just because you were in the room don't mean that you knew how to do what you saw other people do. And Nick Caserio has an entire career based on being in the room with Bill Belichick and the powers that be in New England. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, bro, I have stood in the exact same garage with a Ferrari in it. No lie, bro, no cap. Exact same garage with a Ferrari. I've still never owned a Ferrari. I've still never driven a Ferrari, and I haven't become a Ferrari. I don't know how to work on one. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. So just because you're in the room don't mean you know exactly how to get the gems out of what you in there for. So, and again, no shade at Stingley. But let's be honest. If you don't have pass rush up front, name me a cornerback that can cover all play long. I'm talking about 5-6 minutes on one play.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, Stingley's definitely a talent. Injury, concerns. Booger, Farland said some things, and we all know there were some things at LSU last year going on with the former regime, former head coach, and that may have factored.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. But that may have factored into some things. But I mean, you had Sauce. I mean, 8 catches. What was it? 8 catches for 60 yards the entire season. Never in 1,100 snaps did he give up a touchdown pass. In 3 years, 1,100 snaps, he never gave up a touchdown pass. So, and big, rangy, 6'2", 190. I understand. I don't know. That would have been I don't know what the conversation was in the room, but All arrows point to Sauce Gardner, not Daryl Stingley.
Well, and we got a couple of Scout on right here, and he's got the facts. Mike Riggins said Derek and Sauce would have been gone by 13. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that. And then he said Stingley got drafted off his film from freshman year. He's been banged up since.
Exactly.
And he goes on to say, I watched Sauce shut down half the field against Bama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As the young people say less. Say less. So, okay, we got, the Texans got Sauce. King Doc says, and then, shoot, my Cowboys took a JUCO project lineman in the first round at 24. What the Hades?
Mm-hmm. I feel you, Doc. I feel you. I'm screaming. On a test group with some friends from college. I'm like, turn the card in, Jera. Not Jerry. Jera. Turn the card in. The center from Iowa. It was right there in front of me.
Yeah.
Right there in front of me.
Yeah.
And who goes to pick after the Cowboys? The center from
Iowa.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
It must be. It must be harder than we think. There's no way we can see it so diametrically differently than they see it in that room, and they've done it year after year after year. It must be harder than we think.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I was told Jerry said I read that he said the young man was number 16 on their draft board, and they got him at 24. So that was value. Okay.
Okay. All right, Jerry. And ain't nobody mad but the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
well,
real quick. Let me look at these. I don't want to go through 1 through 32 because that's just, we're not gonna do that. Where were your biggest surprises in round 1? Biggest surprises, just like,
Couple. Probably Kyle Hamilton going to Baltimore. And then the Jets to trade back up for Jermaine Johnson. That was. I mean, you got to give the Jets credit. I mean, they got 3 top 10 ranked talents.
Yeah.
In the first round, and they still have an early second round pick coming up tonight.
Right.
So for them to go Sauce at 4, Garrett Wilson at 10, and then trade back into the first round and go for Jermaine Johnson.
Right.
You got to give them all the credit in the world.
I do give them credit. In fact, somebody tweeted out last night the Jets killed the first round. And I said they kind of did. They kind of did. But you know me, I'm gonna be that guy. Don't come with me because this water is kind of deep and messy. Man, they got Zach Wilson at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They got Zach Wilson at quarterback. Zach Wilson was the 3rd best quarterback on their team. Josh Johnson number 1, Mike White number 2, and Zach Wilson. And I mean, Zach Wilson looked putrid, Doc. He looked out of his league. So you got targets, you got talent, you got that. You going back out there with Zach?
You got to give him help. I mean, last year, what did he have? Barrios?
I'm going to my cup. You got something in your cup. I'm going in my cup.
I know. But, I mean, you got to give him help. You got to give him help. And I think they went a long way in doing that. And then, the corners they had last year? No one knows who those corners were.
I get it. I get it.
So,
I get it. But I'm just saying, bruh, you got Brad Johnson driving the bus, bro. You got let me leave Brad because at least Brad got a chip. You got Daniel Jones driving the bus. You could literally flip Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones in the same stadium, just give them different helmets, different jerseys, and they'd be the same dude.
Yeah. But I mean, it's year 2. Let's give him a shot. We'll see.
Daniel Jones is in year what?
No, not Daniel Jones. Zach Wilson.
I got you. I know what you were saying, but I'm just trying to say we know where Zach is going. We see Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Who, by the way, had his 5th-year option decline yesterday.
Right. I saw that. Yeah.
So.
Yep. Mitchell Trubisky 2.0.
Mitchell went to the playoffs a couple times. So.
With a defense that could barely lose, bro.
Yeah.
Barely lose, and a running game that was just put put somebody in there to hand the ball off. So
Yeah.
I get it, man. And I'm one of them guys, you know, for the first time since what, 2014, we had only one quarterback taken in the first round.
Yep.
What was Pittsburgh doing?
I mean, you know, I'm gonna give it the credit, and I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, it's pros and cons, but I'll say this: they're in the building. They were in the building for the last 5 years. For those that don't know, University of Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Steelers share a facility. They share a facility.
Right.
So they're in that building. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that they know some things that we don't, being in that building, being around that young man for the last 5 years. Now, he's 24 years old. And I meant to look it up to see how close in age he and Mitchell Trubisky are, because that's interesting to me. He's 24 years old. So do you draft a 24-year-old quarterback in the first round? Is he going to start? Is this a competition? Because you just cashed out Mitchell Trubisky.
Right.
I mean, it's a 2-year deal, but it's 14.5. So
right.
you cashed him out no matter what.
Right.
So is this a competition? Because they're the same quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, if you take Malik Willis, who's very different from Mitchell Trubisky, okay, I see it. But to draft the same quarterback you just signed, I don't know. I mean,
I hate to do this. I got commercials that I have to play, man. You know, things are picking up over here, JM&E, so we got commercials we got to play. But when we come back, I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you, is that the product of this GM that's on his way out, or is that what Mike Tomlin really wanted? Will Gibson, Will Knows, coming up next after these quick commercials right here on the lunch break. Freestyle Friday, y'all.
I'm Dr. Alexia McClurkin. I'm the founder of 9 Months of 5K, a nonprofit that was started to dispel the misconception that pregnant women shouldn't work out during their pregnancy. We are focused on health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness. We're hosting our annual 5K on Mother's Day.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's about to go down with that, bro. It is about to go down. Let me give y'all a little backdrop on both those commercials. That last one is the Cinematic Affair coming up in July. And I'm telling you, I've been doing a little movie work behind the scenes, and I will be in one of those coming up on that event. So go to www.thecinematicafair.com and get you some tickets. Be in the house. It's going to be a 3-night event, red carpet event. It'll be the actual premiere of the movies, and it'll be a brunch on Sunday with the cast. So come on through. I'm telling you, it's about to be a Houston takeover. It is about to be a Houston takeover with 3 of the youngest, baddest creator, filmmakers, storytellers in the business. I can't wait for that. And then on Mother's Day, you've got the wait a minute, hold on. Let me get it right. I got it on my deal. It's the 9 months of 5K. 9 months of 5K for pregnant women who have been told you shouldn't work out. There's a young lady, Dr. Alexia McClurkin Johnson, who is a doctor. She's a nurse. She's a chiropractic, and she has really shown pregnant women that they can work out. So if you want to come up, be in support of that race, I'm going to be running my first 5K in that. So come through. Again, you go to www.9monthsof5k.org, and you can find out how to register for that. So again, I want to thank them for advertising with us right here on the lunch break. All right, man. Hey, Will.
Yes, sir.
Before the break, man, I said, is this a product of the GM that's on his way out the door, or is it what Mike Tomlin wanted?
I would like to say it's because it's what Mike Tomlin wanted and working in concert with the new GM.
Okay.
I have a thought of who the new GM is. I won't
What do
say
you think
that.
it is? Because I'm curious.
I don't want to say right now. I'll
Okay.
tell. We'll talk. You and I. I don't want to say. I don't want to put it on wax. I
Okay.
don't want to put it on wax just for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
But I think he's working in concert with the new GM who will be announced after the draft.
I got you. So I got two names for you.
Yeah.
Lewis Riddick
Uh,
and Reese are my two names.
okay. Those are good names.
Boy, you all right with me. Will Gibson, Will Knows Podcast, Folks Talking Sports, broadcast journalist, Columbus, Ohio, does a whole lot in this business, been doing it for a while. BS3 has checked in. Got to give love to the man who's got us on ROKU TV. If you got a Roku streaming device, download BS3 TV and check out all the great content. I'll be hanging out with him and King Doc as we talk movies on Monday around 8:30. All right. Mike Riggins says this. He says, people are thinking Pickett will be Burrow. Older quarterback, has a red-hot senior season, comes to the league, and is hyper-productive.
No.
I don't think that either.
I don't think so.
Let me ask you this, and you are a sports aficionado when it comes to sports trivia. Joe Burrow is probably the most recent occurrence where a guy is able to play in his home state. You know, he's from Athens, Ohio, played at the Ohio State, and then went down to LSU, blew up, and then came back to Cincinnati. Are there other cases where a guy has been able to play in his home state, where he's from, where he went to college, and then blow up for his pro team?
In the NFL?
In the NFL? Quarterbacks.
Oh, quarterbacks.
A lot of quarterbacks from Pennsylvania. A lot of quarterbacks from Pennsylvania, but they go other places.
Yep.
Dan Marino and in Montana from there. Montana, you know, they go other places and they blow up because there's something about playing pro football, pro sports in front of your home crowd.
Yep. Man, thinking of the California kids. Brady's a California guy, but he did it in Boston, Massachusetts.
Right.
Let me think on that. That's not nothing's popping off the rip.
And that's what I'm saying, man. This is rarer than people think it is. I mean, Joe Burrow is just special.
Yeah.
And if they're thinking that they're going to get, like what Mike Regan said, if they thinking that they're going to get out of Kenny Pickett what Cincinnati got or is getting out of Joe Burrow, that's a tall order right there.
Yeah, that is. But I gotta look it up, and I just don't understand. Knowing that he's 24 years old and you just signed Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah,
Mitchell Trubisky is Trubisky is 27. Okay, he's not as young as I thought.
Okay,
not as young as I thought.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, again, he's 24. He's on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
So that's 4 years, 5 if you exercise the option. So end of his rookie year, he's 28. Are you going to start him year 1? Year 2? He's starting at 27?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just interesting to me. And he's the same quarterback. He's the same quarterback as Mitchell Trubisky.
Right.
Like I said, if Malik Willis gives you that different component of a runner, and yes, Kenny Pickett can move as well. But I don't know. Again, giving them the benefit of the doubt of being in that building with him the last 5 years, they know something we don't know.
I got you. Will Gibson, Will Knows Podcast, and Folks Talking Sports joining us here. Freestyle Friday on the lunch break, powered by Jones Media and Entertainment. Let me just say real quick, the Giants, I think, got a very good pick at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Very good pick at number 5. In fact, I feel like folks tried to talk about what he hasn't done as opposed to what he could do in the NFL. We're talking about Kayvon Thibodeau. No, the sack numbers aren't off the chart and all of that, but I meant to do this before I got on. Was J.J. Watt a sack machine at Wisconsin before he came into the league in 2011?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
And that's the thing. We don't remember.
Right.
Is exactly my point. That's why I didn't look it up, because it's like, if I don't remember it, then he probably wasn't. And even if he was, it doesn't really matter, because when he got into the league, he got into a system that allowed him to move all over the defensive line and do what it was that he does. Kayvon Thibodeau has all the tools to do that and then some.
Yeah, he had 7 sacks his last year at Wisconsin. At Wisconsin, yeah. No,
but nobody thought he would do what he did in the NFL.
And Kayvon Thibodeau he's going to be a problem. He was a problem at Oregon. He got hurt. Right before the Ohio State game. He missed the Ohio State game. And honestly, even though Oregon still won, that was a blessing in disguise for the Buckeyes.
A breath of like, ooh, okay.
Because,
all right, differently.
Yeah, that was C.J. Stroud's second start.
Yeah.
And if Kayvon Thibodeau's coming off the edge at redshirt freshman C.J. Stroud in his second start,
right,
that was going to be a problem.
Long day. Yeah.
So they missed that, and he came back. He wasn't 100%. You could tell clearly.
Right.
That ankle wasn't right the entire remainder of the season. So, I mean, and it's always, draft season is always funny to me, AJ, because it's like you go, it's like a competition to see who can discredit the player the most.
Right.
And I understand the rationale. Teams want certain players that fall to them. At the same time, it's not right.
Yeah.
You know, this kid, like pro day, I'm thinking of David Ojabo from Michigan, who tears his Achilles at Michigan's pro day.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he running? He has 4 years of film.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Right.
So it's just, and the whole process to me is just, it's interesting.
It is. And let's turn your mic off, turn your camera off as I say this. Mm-hmm. Mel Kiper Jr. is one of the few guys I know that can say something positive that seems negative as Hades, man. He can say something positive, and it's like, dude, what's your problem? Mm-hmm. And it's like, man, I mean, I get that you have studied this for years and you have made a career out of it. But at the end of the day, man, you were wrong more than right. And you can't even say anything positive about some of these guys. And it's just crazy to me how, the mothership just keeps trotting him out there and letting him just one of the biggest nights in these kids' lives. And you can't even get a good dude out there to say anything good about him.
Oh yeah, it doesn't fit the narrative. I mean, he's built this persona.
Yeah, well,
and he has to walk in it.
Yeah. He can walk all right. Trey Pike, Captain Trey Pike, what's up, sir? Said JJ only had 12 sacks in college. Started as a tight end his freshman year. So, hey, bro, I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you. When Louis Riddick said that when Thibodeau got hurt his freshman year, that literally folks were telling him, "Yo, bro, sit out. You're still gonna get drafted. Like, just sit out. You're still gonna get drafted." And that says really all you need to know about a young man like that. That young man had talent on top of talent, inside of talent, with talent all over the sides.
Mm-hmm. Without question. And he showed it. He showed it less than 100%.
Right.
And so when he's healthy, he's going to be a problem for the NFC East.
Yeah. Carolina got him a good one at offensive line, Ikwanu. And the question is, who's he going to be protecting?
Oh, we know. That told the story right there. I mean, as you said, us here.
I'm going to my cup. I got to drink my cup. Go ahead.
Listen,
talk to me.
Listen, as soon as Carolina did not pick Malik Willis or any other quarterback at 6, that pretty much sealed the deal. We talked about it. I sent you the note. Like, hey,
I know you did. I know you did.
Going to Carolina. They've been talking. And, of course, you don't do that before the first pick of the draft. You want to at least create some suspense or make people think you're going to do something when, in fact, you may not be. Mm-hmm. So now that we've we've seen them pick the offensive tackle from NC State at 6.
Yeah.
They're not going into the season with Sam Darnold. They've already told Sam Darnold, we're bringing in another quarterback. There's going to be a competition. They don't have a second or third round pick as of now. So you're not going to get that quarterback competition in the 4th round. Yes, they can trade back up.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that's an anomaly though. That doesn't.
I got you. That's like everybody saying Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You're right. Anomaly. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So what else is there? Baker is ready. AB is ready. Andrew Berry, the GM of the Cleveland Browns, is ready. I believe parameters have already been discussed. I think it's just now waiting until after the draft and how much of that 18.858 are the Browns going to pay.
Willie, I got to hold you right there. I got to take our bottom of the hour ID. But when I come back, I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to see if you can hit the yak. I'll be right back with Willy Gibson when we come right back. Station ID right here on the lunch break. All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break, powered by Jones Media and Entertainment. We are on Roku, courtesy of BS3 TV. If you've got a Roku streaming device, I want you to download BS3 TV, and you'll have a lot of great streaming devices. Man, before we go, I'm going to say something just crazy. I'm going to let you drop off before I say this craziness, man, because I got to come for a couple of major companies, man. I got to come for them, man, because they just kill me. But anyway, let me throw you some yak, bro. Let me see if you can see this curveball coming out of my hand.
Yeah, curveball. Don't say yak. Curveball.
Hey, bro, I know. I see the brothers know yak is something different.
Yeah.
I played baseball, man. Give me a fastball. I don't care how hard you thought I'll knock that junk out somewhere, and I'll outrun it. But if it bends a little bit, man, if you that little yak like that, I can't touch it. I can't touch it. I can't. My eyes wasn't right. I don't know what the deal was. But listen, what if Jimmy Garoppolo says, "I want out of San Francisco"? You mean to tell me Carolina is going to take Baker Mayfield over Jimmy G? I'm sorry. Yep. Jimmy G has been to that Super Bowl 1.5 times. Baker can't spell Super Bowl if you spot him 7 of the letters.
Yep. Because if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now.
I think because Jimmy G is still recovering.
As Baker is.
I think because Jimmy G is still recovering.
As Baker is.
And maybe they haven't quite been able to evaluate Jimmy G completely.
Perhaps as Baker may or may not have been able to be evaluated.
You don't notice Baker's all on video crying and stuff, and I feel disrespected. Jimmy G ain't said a word.
Yeah.
Ain't said a word.
If you notice, I don't know how many people picked up on this. Odell Beckham Jr. This week, today's Friday, so I think this is Wednesday. A fan tweeted at him and said, hey, what about Cleveland? Can you talk about coming, playing, I'll be back, and da-da-da-da-da. And the fan said, hey, what about Cleveland? Baker won't be here. And he said, man, Odell, man, if you only knew the stories, ... No lies were told. I'll say that. No lies were told. There's some stories. There's some
But you know what? Let me just say this. Well, here's the crazy thing. Will Gibson, Will Knows Podcast, and Folks Talking Sports joining us here on Freestyle Friday. Everything that Baker wasn't liked about in Cleveland, he'll be loved in Charlotte. He'll be loved in Charlotte. He'll be loved in the Carolinas. They will love all that vibrato and all that talking and all that, doing the heavy balls and all that. They'll love him in that area. Now, mind you, they hated that Cam Newton was giving footballs to kids in the end zone and that he was having babies with his unmarried girlfriend from college. But Baker, they will absolutely love all that he brings to the table.
But remember, I told you that was he was given carte blanche in that building, and 76 Lou Groza Boulevard, the Browns facility. He was given pretty much the keys to the kingdom, so to speak.
And we saw what he did with. See, again, it's not that you get the keys; it's watching what a person does when they get that power, that authority, that untetheredness. All of that. I'm telling you, people, I tell them all the time, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it and it might be your undoing because folks are watching what you do once you get it.
Top 5 clapback of all time. After Baker put his goodbye message to Cleveland on Twitter the day the Browns met with Deshaun Watson, Duke Johnson put a meme of a train wreck. And people didn't understand it. Now I'll fill in the blanks for maybe those that saw it or maybe those that didn't. There was a contract dispute. Duke Johnson was in discussion with the Browns on his finances, his money.
Right.
Getting his money right.
Yep.
And Baker took it upon himself to say, basically, get on this train. This train is taking off. Either you're with us or you're not. And the locker room didn't take too kindly to that.
Right.
And specifically, Sheldon Richardson pulled him aside like, look, bro, we don't discuss people's money in here.
Right.
Stay out of another man's pocket. That doesn't fly here.
Right.
So for Duke Johnson to hold that for 3 years and to post that train wreck meme, it was like, wow. Amazing. Pettiness to the nth degree. Pettiness to the nth degree.
I'm here for it.
And I know you're there for it.
I'm here for it. I'm Ezekiel Elliott. Feed me. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Only taught by Pat Bev. Pat Bev coming at Russ said, "This man, you a magician, my boy." Yeah. After Russ came at him, Pat Bev out here tricking people. Pat Bev out here tricking people, running around.
My gosh. Oh, my gosh. Look, you got me for to go to the Cup. Donna Coleman-Holman, thank you for your service, Queen. And she says A.J. Jones is speaking the truth on Baker, and I like Baker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Baker is what he is. I mean, I saw it for 4 years. I get it.
So here's the thing. Baker Mayfield goes to Carolina. It doesn't work out. Matt Rule is gone.
Yeah.
Matt Rule is gone. GM might be next, but the bottom line is new coach might not come in and attach nothing to Baker. So Baker might be in the same situation in the next 2 seasons that he's in right now.
Well, that's the thing with Baker. Baker is on the last year of his deal.
Mm-hmm.
This is his 5th-year option at $18.858 million. Mm-hmm. So his team is trying feverishly.
They should be.
To get some type of extension.
They should be.
Wherever he goes.
Right.
And it's just not going to happen.
Right.
Because you're coming off a torn labrum.
Yes.
You're coming to a new team.
Yes.
You're bringing this baggage with you.
We're
not committing anything to you beyond the 2022 season until we see what you do on the field.
Preach.
Period.
Preach.
Here,
I'm not mad at this team for trying to secure the bag wherever he's going because he might not get it long. I'm telling you. Baker, as much as he don't want to hear this and his people don't want to hear this, Baker might be Johnny Manziel 2.0 like folks said a long time ago. He literally might be in the fan ordered or fan called league in or XFL or USFL or somewhere else in 3 seasons. I'm telling you, Baker may be done in 3 seasons.
Yeah, without question. I don't disagree with that at all. this is his last shot.
Yeah.
And he knows it. And he know if not this year in Carolina, I thought at one time we talked it was Seattle. Seattle's really not trying to do that.
And I get that. I get that. In fact, it may make more sense for Jimmy Garoppolo to go north than it does for him to cross the country.
I think Seattle picks Malik Willis at 40 tonight.
I said that. I sent you that message because they got 40 and 41.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Yeah, you did.
They got 40 and 41. I can't see them going past him twice in a row. I can't see that. I can't see that. Yeah.
No. And I get it. You know. Yeah, I get it. You did send that to me. My fault.
No, I'm just saying I'm with you. I agree.
Yeah. I get there to take O-line, but like I said, I know Russ was spitting bullets when he saw Seattle take an O-lineman at number 9. Like, wait a minute. With the pick they got for him, the irony.
Yeah.
That man ran for his life for years in Seattle.
Yeah. Because we only have a short amount of time, I keep running this show like I got 2 hours and not just one. No. I got to shout this out real quick. Real quick. At number 22, Green Bay selected none other than linebacker Quay Walker. And his family picked up my posting that with the number 22 pick, Green Bay selected linebacker Quay Walker. And they shared it and shared it and shared it and shared it. And I did, man. I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, congratulations. Let him know that, if he wants to come on the show, And I got a lot of response, man, just thanking us for putting it out there and nothing negative and everything like that, man. That young man has a very good family, very big following. And that's why I don't like the Mel Kiper Juniors and these other folks that try to, demean these people as people so you can make your point about being an expert on them as a player. But Quay Walker and your family out there, man, thank you for following Jones Media and Entertainment. Thank you for sharing it. I mean, it wasn't a bunch. It didn't go viral, 17, 18 times. I appreciate that. I appreciate this young man's effort. That being said, what about the quarterback up in GB, man? What about the quarterback up in GB? How you like it now, bruh?
Yeah, he's hot.
He should be. You should be, because guess what? That GM just quietly let you have it last season. You got to talk about your toes. You got to talk about being fully immunized. You got to call everybody out. You got to call your friends out. You got to go out, in the first round of your first round of the playoffs again. And that GM just quietly said, now, let me show you who's in charge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I said to friends of mine last night. We were talking, and I said, like, man, if they don't draft a receiver in the first round, he's calling for a trade. Like, man, they don't care about that guy. They don't care about him. Forgive me for a moment to go Draymond. They don't love you like that. They don't love you like that. You're not Kobe.
Fair. Underrated statement, bro. Underrated statement. So here's the thing. Because one of my colleagues down here talked about, the quarterback up in Green Bay really has a reason now to question their sincerity about winning because they took a defensive player. And wait a minute, hold on. Let me say it the way y'all say it about other people. He's a quarterback. He's a player on the team. Mm-hmm. You don't get to call the shots. You don't get to tell them what to do. This is business. Remember, whenever somebody wants to talk about that, it's business and not a game. And then when somebody wants to talk about the business, well, it's a game. It's just a game. It's a kid's game. It's business, bro. And I'm sorry, you're not in that boardroom. You're not in that war room. And they picked what they felt they needed. Now you just go out and do your part with who you got.
Did he not secure the bag?
He got, hold on. Before he secured the bag, he got Randall Cobb. He made them bring back Randall Cobb. He lost Devontae, and he's claiming, I knew. I was okay. I was on board with that. He got his money. End of discussion.
Yeah. If it was such a problem, he would have went to Denver. He would have gone to Denver. He would have gone to Tennessee. He would have gone to pick your spot. Carolina.
Had a whole lot of options.
Yep.
Decided to stay up there. So this year, I don't want to hear about no toes. I don't want to hear about being fully immunized. I don't want to hear about your friends that don't support you. I don't want to hear you going off on the organization. I definitely don't want to hear you talking about Jordan Love. Handle your business.
Now, to that point, I will say this. I did tell my friend, I said, no, if they cared about him, instead of taking Jordan Love, they would have drafted T. Higgins or Michael Pittman Jr. Right. If they truly cared about it.
Right.
So
there you go. All right. So that's that. Let's switch. Let's go over to the NBA playoffs. I noticed that every game that I didn't watch last night, my team won. I tried to watch the Mavericks and Utah game, and man, Utah wouldn't let them go. I said, man, let me stop watching, because every game I did not watch, my team won.
So you watching Minnesota? You in Minnesota or Memphis tonight?
I'm with Memphis tonight.
All right, don't watch the game.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. But let's talk real quick for the folks in the back that hate James Harden. Dude had 22 and 15 last night. I've been saying James Harden does not have to do in Philly what he had to do here in Houston. James Harden carried the team for 82 games, multiple times in Houston, to the Western Conference Finals, deep in the playoffs, and what have you. So by the time he got there, he ain't LeBron, he ain't Michael Jordan, he had nothing. Now he's up in Philly, and they swear he's not doing nothing because he doesn't have to do everything that he had to do in Houston. Your thoughts?
I saw James as a Sixer in Cleveland. And truth be told, I forgot he was on the team. He played 40 minutes that night. Joel had 43 that night. James, he was there, but it was hard for me to realize he was there. So then I fast forward to this series here against Toronto. Tyrese Maxey has 38 in game one. Where's James Harden? Tyrese Maxey played well. Tobias Harris played well in game two. Where's James Harden? 3, 4, 5. Where's James Harden? Yeah, the closeout game he showed up, but it was 6 games into the series. Now they're going to Miami. James hasn't played in Miami in 5 years? Now there's a playoff series in Miami. Are you going to play? Are we going to stay an extra night during the playoffs in Miami so we can go to bed or probably 112? What do we? I mean, my questions remain.
What does that man have to do to get out of the question box? What does he have to do?
Whoo! Do it in the playoffs. Give me game 6, games 1 through 5.
What does he have to do? He's got to score 30 a night, 30 and 12, 30
give
and
me game 6. Give me game 6, games 1 through 5. Why did it take game 6? Where were you games 1 through 5?
It was a closeout. If you're going to show up in any game, show up in 6.
Okay. Was game 4 a closeout?
Yeah, but still.
Was game 5 a closeout?
Let me just say this. Toronto ain't trash now.
No.
Nick Nurse can coach. Nick Nurse should be the next head coach of the LA Lakers. I said it, and folks can hate me for it.
Agreed.
Not Thiesdale, Nick Nurse. Because Nick won me over because I was mad when they got rid of Dwayne Casey.
Yep.
Coach of the year, and you get rid of him. But Nurse has done what nobody else I thought would be able to do. So, I mean, they ain't trash.
No.
They ended the series.
Yeah, and Mark Jackson is Charlotte. Let me put that on wax. Mark Jackson is Charlotte. But no, they're not. Yeah, you like that, right?
I did
like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
But no.
Okay.
They're not trash. But
I keep trying to get Mike Riggins said free Jordan Love. Y'all free James Harden. Free James Harden. Free him.
What was it? Who was it? Invo, free yourself, free your mind, and the rest will follow.
James Harden likes to party a little bit. What can we say? All right.
Your business first, bro.
Yeah. Suns and Pelicans. Is that a new rivalry?
No. I'll say the Pelicans are here. They're not going anywhere. I'll say that. And it's interesting. The Pelicans are here. They're not going anywhere. I have concerns at was it Crypto.com Arena in LA, El Segundo, where the Lakers reside. I have concerns in the West now because New Orleans isn't going anywhere.
I said that there was going to be a power shift. I said that there was going to something, and I said Memphis, I said Mavs, I said New Orleans, and I said, now watch this. Golden State is going to get back, and folk ain't going to like it, and I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So Minnesota is the 7th seed. It's a problem.
Yeah.
New Orleans
is
the 8th seed.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem in the West.
Let me give some love to CP3.
Without question.
Without flaw last night. What was it? 14 for 14 from the field, shot a 3, and had limited turnovers. Yeah. Limited turnovers. Got to give some love to the point guard. Got to give some love to him.
Oh, without question. 36, almost 37 years old. And he's doing that in a closeout game?
Right.
Oh, in a closeout game. Yeah.
3 turnovers last night. 3.
Yeah. You got to give him his credit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. Phoenix and Dallas. I mean, everyone's focused on or Golden State and Memphis. That's why they should. But don't sleep on Phoenix and Dallas.
Okay. Since we freeing people, we ain't freeing Baker. He gonna be all right. Free Jordan Love. Free James Harden. Can we free Jason Kidd?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because folks keep talking about what he wasn't in Milwaukee, and I loved here. I don't normally like Stan Van Gundy, but Stan Van Gundy pointed out that Jason Kidd put the ball in the hands of Giannis Antetokounmpo and made him a 0.4 or 0.5.
To the point where when Giannis heard they were firing him in Milwaukee, he ran upstairs to the front office and said, "Don't do it." And Jason Kidd had to say, "No, I'm good. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. Can you see my cup? Can you see my cup?
Yeah.
Hit me.
You hit
me. Remember Jason Kidd with the I don't have a timeout, but let me spill this Coke on the floor real quick. I mean, you know.
Come on, coach. Come on, coach.
Yeah.
Mike Riggins said Jason Kidd should be the coach of the Lakers.
He should.
But they had other plans.
He should. Without question.
You know that LeBron wanted Ty Lue.
Real talk. I was just about to say real talk. It should be Ty Lue.
Right. That's where I'm going.
But they wanted to offer a 2-year deal with a 3rd-year option.
Yeah.
Nobody was taking that. Frank Vogel had to take that.
Yeah. And now your boy Pelinka and Rambis are blaming Clutch Sports and LeBron.
What that means? You know what that means? Rob Pelinka's on his way out.
He should be. Because
he's putting blame elsewhere. He's not going to do that. He's not going to say that and have to stay with LeBron and AD, who also, by the way, is a Clutch Sports guy.
Right.
Have to stay there.
Right.
So he's not going to say these things unless he knows I'm on my way out.
Right. I mean, some people believe you just burn it all down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's preparing for the next one. That's what he's doing.
Okay. All right. So now tonight, Memphis, Minnesota. What you got? Who you got?
I got Memphis. In Minnesota. I got Memphis. I do. I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns has it. Now, interesting. I was just speaking of the Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if Pat Bev ends up in the. Yeah, he did, Coach Mike. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He ain't lie either.
He ain't lying. Magic tried to tell us. He did tell us. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Memphis wins tonight, and watch out for Pat Bev in LA. Pat Bev. Well, it's a role. I'm not saying he's going to be the Russ.
Right. No. I got you. He's
the irritant.
Yeah.
He's going to play defense.
Yeah.
He's going to hit the occasional shot. He's going to be somebody that's going to play defense so LeBron doesn't have to. Just period.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think Memphis wins tonight.
Okay. Boston and the Bucks.
I wish Chris Middleton was healthy. I really do. I really wish Chris Middleton was healthy.
I'm having a hard time with this because there's a dude riding on the bus that I guess he has the keys to the bus. He ain't driving, but I have a hard time rooting with this for this Boston Celtics team, knowing that Brad Stevens is still there.
I'm a Udoka.
Okay. I can rock with that. And I love seeing what they have become because Jason Tatum has matured. Brown has matured. Man, I got to tell you, man, my point guard, Marcus Smart, has just grown into he's the pit bull. Pat Bev ain't no pit bull. He's the pit bull.
Can we talk about narrative real quick? I know
Yeah,
we're short. I know we can. Narrative. Just narrative. Everyone focus on Kyrie. Oh, Kyrie's fasting.
Yeah.
Ramadan Kyrie. He's fasting. No one said one word that Jaylen Brown was as well.
Yeah.
He did. He seemed to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. And then let's see. Heat and 76ers.
Ooh.
Monday. What you got?
I want to say the Sixers, but I'm gonna say Miami. I want to say the Sixers, but I'm gonna say Miami.
What have y'all done to Duncan Robinson, man? What has somebody gotten in his ear? He done broke up with somebody. Wham, Menudo broke up. What's up with him?
He said, "Well, Menudo."
What's happening?
Not NSYNC or Backstreet Boys.
What is it?
New Kids on the Block.
He's young, man. What is it?
Oh, that threw me off. I'm really for real. Like, wow. I don't know what the deal is.
And Tyler Hero hadn't been on lock either lately.
But Jimmy Butler is.
Yeah, he is.
Bam Adebayo is, and Kyle got to get healthy. Kyle Lowry. That's the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So will they be back, Jimmy and Kyle?
Kyle will be back with that hamstring. I don't know how limited he'll be, but I anticipate him being back. They play Monday, so he gives him a few extra days.
Right. Okay. Before we go, Mark Davis says that the Las Vegas Raiders would welcome Colin Kaepernick with open arms if his head coach and GM want him. Is it something or is it nothing?
That's not. Come on, man. That's posturing. That's just getting my name out there. Come on.
I felt like he was going rogue over the John Gruden thing. Like, the NFL tried to burn me. Well, damn it, I'll bring in Colin Kaepernick. Forget y'all.
Well, yeah, but you're the owner. What are you talking about? If the head coach and GM want him, you own the team. Bring him in. How do you think Deshaun Watson ended up in Cleveland? Jimmy Haslam drove the bus. Since we're driving buses today, Jimmy Haslam drove the bus. Not AB, not Stefanski. Jimmy Haslam. Rusty Hart. I won't say that. Yeah, Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah.
Jimmy has. Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah. Jimmy has.
Okay. All right. So is Colin in somebody's camp this offseason?
I think so.
Okay. All right. I hope so. Well, we got to go, man. Got to get Sybil Wilkes on here and what's up with our sponsors. But tell everybody where they can find you and follow you. And, man, thank you for dropping by the lunch break on Freestyle Friday again, man. It's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Shout out to Coach Bite for following me, man. I appreciate it. You can always follow me at Will Gibson 7 on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, Will Knowles, Folks Talking Sports. Shout out to OG KG, man. Continued prayers for him and his family, man. For real.
Truly.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, bro.
I love to the family, man.
You as well.
All right, man. Will Gibson, I'm telling you, I love having this brother on. He is one of the best in the business. I love the brilliance. I love the knowledge. I love all of it. So if you got a show, you got to get him on, man. You got to get it. Your ratings will go up.
Appreciate
talk
it.
to you soon, brother.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. I got to get ready to go. I got to get Sybil Wilkes on. I got to get the rest of our sponsors on. So as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love y'all. And there is nothing you can do about it except, and I mean this when I say it, except check me out on Monday when I'm rocking with my guys. We will be talking about a movie called Respect, and that will be at 8:30 Central. 8:30 Central. Y'all got to tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll put the link up where y'all can find it. But hey, listen, I love rocking with the BS3 family. So as always, y'all, again, not this, definitely this. We'll talk to you on Monday. Okay, here's a word for our sponsors before we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alexia McClurkin. I'm the founder of 9 Months of 5K, a nonprofit that was started to dispel the misconception that pregnant women shouldn't work out during their pregnancy. We are focused on health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness. We're hosting our annual 5K on Mother's Day.
With what you need to know, today we made it. It's Friday, April 29th, 2022. Number 1, history was made with the launch of the SpaceX capsule on its way to the International Space Station Wednesday. As only a handful of Black women to travel into space, NASA astronaut and geologist Jessica Watkins became the first Black woman to travel to the space station, which means an extended stay in space. Before her mission, Dr. Watkins recognized her place in history, saying, "I think it really is just a tribute to the legacy of the Black women astronauts that have come before me, as well as to the exciting future ahead." Number 2, the Biden administration informed Reuters news agency Wednesday that they believe the economy is very, very strong despite the war in Ukraine, inflation, and the ongoing pandemic. According to the WhiteHouse.gov fact sheet, 5.4 million new businesses were started under the Biden-Harris administration, more than 20% higher than any previous year on record. The boom in new business creation has been particularly strong for entrepreneurs of color. In 2021, Hispanic Americans started new businesses at the fastest rate in more than a decade and 23% faster than pre-pandemic levels. Number 3, Thursday, Moderna asked U.S. regulators to authorize low doses of its COVID-19 vaccine for children younger than 6, a long-awaited move toward potentially opening shots for millions of tots by summer. Frustrated families are waiting impatiently for a chance to protect the nation's littlest ones, as all around them people shed masks and other public health precautions, even though coronavirus mutants continue to spread. Moderna submitted its data to the Food and Drug Administration that it hopes will prove 2 low-dose shots can protect our babies, the toddlers, and preschoolers, albeit not as effective during the Omicron surge as earlier in the pandemic. Number 4, Missouri legislators this week said gender-affirming care should not be made available to adults younger than 25 years old. Research suggests the part of the brain responsible for the executive functions, like decision-making, is not fully developed before the age of 25. Missouri lawmakers this week suggested access to medical interventions like hormones be withheld from transgender and non-binary individuals until after their 25th birthday. Currently, the bill, which is officially titled the Save Adolescents from Experimentation or SAFE Act, only applies to individuals younger than 18 years of age. Number 5, for years, Black-owned banks have played a critical role in fighting modern-day systemic racism in the financial sector. With the 44 Black-owned banks and credit unions in the U.S. with approximately $8 billion in assets, none called Minnesota home until this week. First Independence Bank officially opened its doors, making it Minnesota's first Black-owned bank. Being a beacon of hope was the original mission of the bank, which was first envisioned by the Detroit-based founders in the wake of the Detroit riots of 1967. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to speak to others in peace. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SibylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.